everyone. I hope my videos are very helpful to you. So this video, I will be sharing how to add an animated GIF as well as how to link to another page within your Google Slides. So if you would like the students to be able to click on something inside your main classroom webpage to be able to take them to somewhere else within your same group of slides. So first thing is animated GIFs. You can type in the search bar animated GIFs. You can look through them with the normal search, but I really like to use the website Giphy. That's where I like to find a lot of mine just because they have a lot with transparent backgrounds. You cannot remove an animated GIF's background, at least that I have found, and keep it animated. So I try to use the website Giphy. So I'm going to create a new tab, and I'm going to type in Giphy. And it opens up the very first link. Then I think I'm going to make a page with like learning targets or objectives. Maybe so I'll look up target. Maybe I can find an animated GIF of a target. So let me type that in. Don't want to go to target. Usually if you're looking at the GIFs, they do not have transparent backgrounds, but these would be really cool if you wanted to create, like if you wanted to embed a TV screen on your Google slide and then put this on top of the TV screen like they're actually seeing it on TV. Be kind of cool. But you want to go to stickers to see the ones with transparent backgrounds. Maybe I'll use this one because it says tap here, and so it's kind of like the kids know to click on that. So what you need to do is you need to go ahead and right click it. Or no, not right click, not in Giphy. You need to go to the link, and it will copy the URL link for you. Then you go into your classroom, and you go to Insert, Image, by URL. And then right here, you're going to do Control V to paste it. And you make sure it looks like what you want it to look like. And you hit Insert. You can resize it. Oops. You can resize it. And you can move it. And it's going to stay animated. So it kind of brings some life into your classroom. I've seen some classrooms with fish moving in a fish tank, which is kind of cool. I actually made a classroom with Toy Story. So I made a little Forky who moved. But it kind of gives some more life to your classroom. I know that there are also some Bitmojis that move. So you can also have an animated Bitmoji. But we want the kids, when they click on this tap here, we want them to be able to go to another page within Google Slides. So what I need to do is over on the left-hand side, I need to right click and go to New Slide. And I also need to get rid of the text boxes. So I click and then I hit delete and get rid of those text boxes. So I'm going to create like maybe like a bulletin board so I can write down all of my learning objectives. So I want to go back to images. So I'm going to go to Insert, Image, Search the Web. I was already looking for bulletin boards. Okay, so bulletin board. And I don't want one with stuff all over it. So let me try this one. Oh, it's perfect. Okay. I'm going to resize it a little bit, I think. So I'll move this, kind of move it around and center it. Okay. Now I want to be able to type on here, but we normally don't just write on bulletin boards. So I'm going to put paper there. So I'm going to insert a shape and put a rectangle, maybe even have a bent rectangle. Perfect. And you could put 2 pieces of paper, whatever you would like on here. So I want to write on this. So you can either double click and start typing, or if you want to be able to move your text around a little easier, you can insert a text box again. So remember, you click and drag it, and you can type in learning objectives. And then have all of your objectives down through here. Remember, you can also highlight that. You can change the font. You can center it. You can change the size of the font. You can bold it. If you only want these stars to be to the right, just highlight just the stars. You can change whatever you would like on here. You can change it weekly. And if you embed this within Microsoft Teams or another form of a classroom, then it'll just edit on its own once you edit in Google Slides. But we'll talk about that in a later video. So here's my bulletin board, and I want, when the students tap here, I want them to be able to be taken to this page. So what you need to do is you need to click on that tap here, and up here at the top is a link. So I'm going to click on the link, and links are going to pop up. So if you have a URL, and I'll show this in a later video, but if you have a URL you want it to go to, you can link that here. But I want it to go to a slide in this presentation. So I'm going to go to slide 2 because I want it to link to this. So slide 2 and apply. So now when kids click there, it's going to take you to slide 2. Before I actually show you that in presentation, though, the problem is that once they get here, they can't go back unless you create a way for them to go back. You can do anything. I know in my classroom I have a little door, and so my kids know every time they see a door, that door will take them back to the main page. But you can do anything. I'm going to go ahead and insert I'm just going to insert an image, so maybe like an arrow. And you have to teach your kids that that arrow, every time they see that arrow, that'll take them back to the main page. But you need to link that too. So you can change this arrow to look however you'd like. You can fill it. It can be red. The background can be black, however you'd like it to look. But it does need to link back to the first page. So you click on that arrow. You go up here to link. You want it to link to the first slide because that's going to be your main page. You can also do slide 1, but I would just do first page, first slide. But there's other ways you can link in here. You can link to the previous slides if you want them to click and it takes them to the next slide, the previous slide, or the next slide. There's lots of options here. I'm just going to do first slide and apply. So now when I have my classroom presented, I'm just going to show you an example. When my kids see this, when I embed it into Microsoft Teams, they're going to see it as a presentation in Microsoft Teams. And when they click tap here, it's going to take them to this bulletin board page. I'm going to move my face a little bit. Now when they click the arrow, it's going to take them back to that page. So that's one way to link within Google Slides. You can have them move into other slides and create other parts of your classroom. So hopefully this helps. I'll try to show you some other ways of linking in future videos. Okay.